I love your size, George.
Also ahead, we are joined by the lead actors in the Roundabout Theatre Company's Sunday in the Park with George on Broadway.
And meteorologist Jeff Smith.
We will always belong together. Just keep moving on.
Welcome back, everyone. Making its American premiere, the Roundabout Theatre Company's Sunday in the Park with George is guaranteed to be one of the most visually stimulating shows you've ever seen. Trust me on this, I saw it Tuesday night. Joining us this morning are the award-winning actors Daniel Evans and Jenna Russell.
Hi.
Both of you, thank you so much for getting up this early and coming in. I know your schedule is grueling. You both have done this over in London, right? And you both won Olivier Awards, yes?
Yes, kind of, yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's our version of the Tony.
That's right. Yeah.
And so you are. The show is highly talked about. The words they use to describe you are wonderful. Tell people out there who don't know anything about Sundays in the Park with George where it comes from.
Well, it's basically a love story. I play a painter, George Seurat, and Jenna plays Dot, his muse, his model, his lover. And they have a great relationship. They're, I think, deeply in love, but my character has problems committing, or at least expressing his love. And that, I think, is a great source of poignancy and passion, but also great sadness in the story.
And even tension. As you're watching
Oh, yeah.
it in the first act, you know, you're trying to figure out how this is going to turn out. It's from a painting. Talk to me about the painting.
Well,
You're deferring to George?
Who knows about the painting?
Okay.
The painting is George Seurat, you know, was a real artist who painted this amazing large painting, which now lives in the Art
There it
Institute
is, you
in
can
Chicago.
see it there.
There you are. Yeah, the French gave it away at the beginning of last century, and now the Americans won't let it go, and I don't blame them. It's huge, and it's in the Art Institute in Chicago, and you can see from this painting here that no one is actually looking at anyone else, and I think that's where James Lapine and Stephen Sondheim, the creators, got the idea for the musical, that if no one is looking at anyone else, then what is going on in the painting?
And let's talk about the visual stimulation that you have during this show, because you're on stage and you're mapping out this painting literally with people. You can see it there come to life. Right at the end of the first act, they show everybody in place. But tell me what it's like to physically be part of that painting.
Well, it's kind of strange because I mean, it's all done with digital animation. Which I think can only be used for certain amount of things, and this show...
Right, and you're seeing some of it here. The set and the walls and everything comes alive with... I don't know how they do that, but it really was amazing to watch.
It's extraordinary, but we never see it because we're on stage.
Right, you're looking the other direction.
So actually looking at this B footage, it's quite extraordinary that you don't realise how beautiful it is. I really hope one day to see it, because everyone says how beautiful it is. Like when Daniel first comes on, it's a white blank canvas, and he talks about creating something, and suddenly on the back page, on the back wall, you start having the initial sketches done of the painting, and before your eyes you see the creation happen before you.
Literally, with everybody on stage, it really is a phenomenal show.
Thank you.
And really you have to be ready for it, because it's Sondheim and it's different than the typical spectacular, but it is fantastic. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Best of luck with it. It's a limited engagement, right?
Yeah,
till
June 29th.
29th of June, so get your tickets and go see it. These guys are fantastic.
Thank you.
Sports with Jessica Taff is up next. Stay with us.